So, I'm assuming many of us are feeling on edge and anxious and just, like this. That's for sure how I'm feeling and how I've been feeling. I've been watching a lot of anxiety ASMR, like anxiety helping ASMR. And they're my favorite videos to film because it not only helps me in the process, but it's so relaxing, and I don't know, it just feels so warm and fuzzy and good. The first thing I wanted to talk about lately is that if you're feeling anxious, you're not alone. I feel the same. I feel the same. And my way of dealing with it is laughing. That's how I deal with a lot of things in life. And one thing I remembered in therapy, when I used to go to therapy, which I want to start again, I just have to call my psychologist. One thing I remember that stuck with me so much is something called, I think it was called reversing the downward spiral. It's also known as joy spotting. And so, when you're in this low negative mindset and you start to go into a downward spiral, right? So the spiral is going down, down, down. And your job, when you can feel that starting to happen, is to reverse the spiral. So you make a break, or like you imagine like you're throwing a stone somewhere on that spiral so it can't go down anymore. And then you find a positive thing to focus on, a joy spotting. So from that joy spot, the spiral has no other option but to go up, and you're starting to slowly, feel better. So it's things like either sensory thing, like focusing on the smell of your coffee, your favorite tea, having your favorite tea every day, making sure you're stocked up, reading your favorite book, going for a walk, treating yourself, buying your favorite perfume, even if it's something materialistic. There's little things that give you, that make you happy, that elicit positive and cozy feelings inside. So I'll tell you a few things that give me that feeling. The dog. Great timing. I love dogs. Sadly, I don't have one. Excuse you. Thank you. I have some in my notes. So, for example, a clean house. When my apartment is clean, it feels so good. It just hits the spot. I also love cleaning, and when I'm thinking too much, it helps me stop and it just focuses all of my energy and that anxiety, when your heart is going so fast, it feels like it'll jump out of your chest. Cleaning and scrubbing and vacuuming puts that energy physically into, something more handleable, and it just sort of dissipates in a way, at least for that time being, and it helps you put your thoughts in order. It just helps clean out own list of things that make you happy in that way, and that can sort of like put a pause in your spiral. It sounded like like an infomercial. I do encourage you to even just like have a thought of what are little things that I do in my daily life that make me feel happy. You know, I also love having like my favorite tea. It feels so good. Like it just hits the spot. Maybe you have a favorite coffee that you like occasionally buy. Or like, I don't know, little things like that. And now I want to remind you of some shit that you probably are forgetting. Because I know I forget about a lot of this all the time. Especially when I get into like an anxious rut. I really forget about my own strength, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too, because it's so easy when you get so in your head, you know, everything goes out the window. Like you forget what you're capable of. You forget that you're capable of making your own decisions, and you're capable of choosing peace within you. And right now, we can't control any of what's happening in the world. Nothing. So all we can do is focus on cultivating peace within ourselves, whether it's in our environment and how we treat others and the people that we hang out with, and how we eat, and where we go, where we spend our time, how we spend our time. I don't know, I'm talking and I'm like contorting my hands. And all these things come together to make a difference. And that you're capable of choosing peace. I have been making accepting things as they come, negative, positive, everything. You're not resisting, but at the same time, you're also making that conscious effort to make yourself feel better, because it is an effort. You have to put in effort. But through all this, like, remember that it takes time to heal, and it takes time to get back to a good place. Because it's normal to go through these, like, wavies of feeling really good and then you droop back down. But I think the problem here is that the past 2 years have been more than just some wavies. Like, it's been a lot to deal with. It hasn't been easy, and regardless, you have to remember that balance is important, not perfection, not being perfect in how you handle things in life, or, just finding a balance that works for you and that makes you feel at ease. Do your best. It's enough. It's more than enough to do the best that you can with what you have, and what your brain also is able to do at the time, because sometimes when you're feeling a little fucked up from anxiety and feeling sad, it's hard to exert yourself to do anything. And if anyone knows that, it's me. I don't know if that was helpful at all. I just really wanted to remind you that it's okay to feel like this, and that you're not alone, and that lately I've been feeling the same times 10. So I believe in you, and I know that we can do it. We can get through it together. Or not together. Just we can do it. You can do it. We have to trust our brains and trust ourselves, I guess. It's been a work in progress to trust myself. You're going to be okay. You know that this feeling right now is temporary. It always is. I know it doesn't really feel like it, but it always is temporary. And you have to remember that you're gonna come out of it. Give it some time, cut yourself some slack, and everything will settle into place. But life, man, it gets tough. Really though, what the fuck? I hope you guys are safe and as calm as is humanly possible right now. And I hope you're taking care of yourselves and being nice to yourselves. And feeding yourself good food. Being nice to people around you. I hope they're being nice to you. And remember to go out in the sun